5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I admit I took a very long time to put together this video, so I'm doing it last minute because I don't want to delay things any further. So here are one of my cold sparkle machines. This cold sparkle machine I bought on Alibaba from Lucy. The information is going to be in the description below. Yeah, let me show you something real quick. Right over here. So I have two cold sparkle machines right over there. You see those two boxes? And then I have another cold sparkle machine right over here. The reason I wanted to show you guys this is because I've had my fair share of bad sparkle machines, and it's terrible, especially if you bought them with no warranty. Then the 30 days are up and you just spent over $600 on a product that didn't last. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to turn on that sparkle machine and I'm going to show you guys how to use it. I like this cold sparkle machine because it has very simple functionalities and it's hard to get it wrong. So first thing you want to do is come over here real quick. There's a switch back here. Just going to turn this on like this. Okay. And then as you guys can see, these indicators, this one right here says ready. This one's for the DMX. I don't use the DMX. DMX is for like when you have a big event and you have them connected to a DMX controller, you can manipulate these machines with the DMX controller. Us operators, we're going to use them in a more practical, simple way, so we're not going to be using this. So it's going to be ready when the light stops blinking. When it's a solid green, that means it's hot enough for you to put the granules right in here. Now what are the granules? Let me show you. They're also known as QI powder bags. They come in like this. You can either get them in large or small. The large ones I recommend you guys use outdoors. The height of these granules are going to be anywhere from 1 meter to 5 meters. And the small, they're finer. So when they go up in the air, they don't leave as much residue and dust left behind. But right now, I still have some in here. So we're just gonna wait for it to get hot enough. And these particular machines usually take close to 2 minutes to get hot enough. It also depends if it's a summer and it's already hotter, like a hotter weather. So I'm gonna leave that on there right now. Let me grab the controller. So when the package arrives, it's gonna. Why are you laughing at me, dog? Why are you laughing? Say it on camera.
I just felt like laughing, bro.
I know you're talking. I know you're a dick. All right. Sorry, guys. We'll edit that part out, maybe. So this is the controller it comes with. If you set them up both on the same channel, you can control both cold sparkles with one single controller. So what I use in every event is number one. Number one is going to cause the thing to activate, and it's going to cause the cold sparkle fountain to go up for about 7 seconds, which is perfect because when you're recording on your 360 booth, it usually records for 6 seconds. So what I like doing is I'll press the trigger on my 360 booth, and when it starts recording, just a second before the countdown hits 0, I'll turn this one on, and it's almost like a cue for the people that are standing on the booth, because as soon as you see the cold sparkles go on, they feel like it's recording. And as soon as it finishes within 7 seconds, it's already done recording on the touch pick side. So it's a good way to kind of have them work simultaneously. You don't want to use a cold sparkle machine throughout the entire event. You want to limit it maybe to like the last hour of the event in the night. That way you don't spend too much money on those powder bags, and also you increase the longevity of the lifespan of the machine. So let's go back around right over here. It's still displaying F01, and it's going to continue displaying F01, but we're just waiting for this here to stay solid green. As soon as it hits solid green, I'm going to press this number 1 right here, just to kind of give you an example of how it's going to look when you have these in the comfort of your home. These help me stand out from the competition. Everyone around me right now has a 360 booth, but they don't have the cold sparkles. And people have hired me in the past specifically because I have the cold sparkles. So these are definitely attention grabbers. This is a good way to hook people into your production. You have any questions?
I'm waiting for the sparkles.
You sound like a little kid. Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Or waiting for the demonstration.
Or when Christmas comes around, can I open one gift? No, you have to wait till midnight. Oh, look, there it is. So now it's solid green, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and back up a little bit. And is the controller within the frame? I'm gonna hit one. Hit one. And it does this. It did that for about 7 seconds. So as soon as it's complete, what's cool is the people that were on the 360 booth were on there for about 6 seconds. This last 7 seconds, so I love the timing. Now you can go into more settings. You can go into the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5, and in the manual, it'll show you exactly how many seconds it adds to it. But for me, just to keep it really simple, especially if you guys are gonna be using this and you guys have minimal experience with like technology and remotes and all that stuff, this is your go-to. Hit number 1, it's gonna do that for you. If you double tap it, it'll turn off. So let's go ahead and test that theory out. I just wanna make sure I'm informing you guys correctly. So I'm gonna hit 1, and then I'm gonna stop it by hitting 1 again. Okay, so that's how that works. You hit 1 to activate it, and you hit 1 again to deactivate it. Now this is very important, guys. Before you go to unplug this cold sparkle, you wanna hit 12. And 12 is gonna push everything out, and then it's gonna go through a cooling period. Now the cooling period is very important because if you don't allow this to go through the cooling period and you just disconnect it, you can actually mess up your machine. And that's the last thing you wanna do is mess up your machine. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit the 12 here. I'm gonna hold it. And look at right here, it says COL. COL, that's what you want. So it's clearing out. So it's clearing out all the granules that were still in the little tank. And now have you guys noticed that it went from the F01 to these numbers right here. There you go. You see these numbers. So this is basically the temperature. When the temperature gets to 250, you can actually turn this off hitting this button right here, and then remove this part, clean them from the very top, because you know you guys will get some of this debris from all the sparkles. And after that, you put it in your box and you're set to go. So it's that simple. And I just wanted to show like this quick tutorial because guys, I've been falling behind on a lot of work. Keep in mind that I'm still doing everything solo. And ever since the community has grown, the channel has grown, inquiries are growing, everything is just growing, and I need to find a way to really optimize everything that I'm doing as a 360 booth community. I'm not an expert yet, but you know, I'm getting a lot of experience. What did you say? No, what a dig. So I'm gonna leave it at that. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and meet me on the Facebook group. I know a lot of you guys want to get these cold sparkles. Like I said, the description is in the link. I said that wrong. I meant to say the link is in the description below. Get a hold of Lucy. That's the representative that I dealt with. Lucy said that there's about 7 more representatives that represent their company, but for me personally, I dealt with Lucy. So if you guys want to ask for Lucy, she's really cool, really patient, and she's gonna give you a good deal on these cold sparkles. One thing that I didn't do that I wish I should have done, but I was being a tight ass, is I didn't buy the case that these go in. There's a really cool case, like a flight case, you could put these in. I didn't get that case. I regret it a little bit because it's nice to have these in a nice case versus moving them around in these carton boxes over here. So if you guys have it within your budget, go ahead and get the case, a flight case for them. I think it's a really good look, and it also protects your cold sparkles. I hope this video helps. I'll see you guys later. Peace.